Templates in Zoho People. We are going to discuss about the different types of templates that you can create and how to use these templates. So let's navigate to Settings. Click on View All. So you have list of services available over here. So first, select a particular service under which you are going to create the template. So let's go with Employee Information and navigate to the Automation section. And here you have templates. We do have 3 different types of templates. So number 1, email templates, and then we have letter templates, and then we have mail merge templates. So we'll start with email template. So go to email templates. You have an option to click on add email template. So basically, email template refers to the email content. So you cannot use email template as an independent component. So you will be associating this email template with a mail alert, and this mail alert will in turn be associated with a workflow or a custom action. So you're just creating the email message as an email template. So first step, select the form name. So this module called Employee Information has 4 different forms: employee, designation, department, and exit details. So first step in creating an email template is selecting the form. How to select the form? It depends upon what type of email message you're going to write. So for example, you're going to write an email message that will be sent to an employee to wish them on their birthday. So we need birthday information, and birthday information is available in the employee form. So in this case, you will be selecting the form name as employee. To give you another example, so you want an email alert. So you're going to write an email alert, and this email alert will be sent to the payroll person whenever the exit request form is approved by the manager. So employee is raising an exit request. It is getting approved by the manager. And once it is approved, you want this email message to be sent to the payroll team. So in this case, the email message depends upon the form called exit details. So in this scenario, you will be selecting the form name as exit details. So you are going to select the form name depending upon the message that you are going to write. So first select the form name. You can give a template name, which is up to your preference. After giving the template name, and this is where you're going to write the message. So when you're writing a message, there will be some dynamic fields, which is nothing but the first line starts with the employee name. So you can say, dear the employee name, and you cannot keep the employee name as a static value. It has to be a dynamic one. So in order to make few values dynamic, you have an option in the system which is called merge fields. So first write your message here. So let's take dear, and then you want the employee name to be inserted, and employee name is going to be a dynamic value. What you can do is you can select the field names from the employee form. So we need the first name. So select first name and copy this field value. You can either copy this field value or you can place a cursor here and then click on insert. So now we have dear space first name, which is actually not the name but the field label. So whenever this email template is used by the system, it will automatically pick the current employee's name. And then you'll have an option to write your own email message here. So again, happy birthday, I can insert the employee name. So I can use first name space. I'll also add the last name. So after adding your complete email message, you can click on save. So this is how you're going to create an email template. So first navigate to the particular module, templates, email template, add email template. Select the form name based on which you're going to write the message. And as I said earlier, this email template cannot be used as an individual component. It will be associated with workflows or custom actions. And the next type of template that we have is letter templates. So letter templates can be used in place where you want to share a letter with an employee. For example, it is a warning letter or a probation confirmation letter. So it's not going to be a simple email message. It is going to be an official letter that you would like to share with your employees, and they can be created as a letter template. So click on add letter template, and again the first step is you are going to select the form name depending upon what type of letter is it. So if it is going to be an experience letter or a relieving letter, you'll obviously choose the form name as exit details. Or the other example is if this is related to so you're collecting assert from an employee. So you want the employee, you want to share a letter with an employee stating that you have collected laptop from the organization. So in this case, you are not going to create the letter template under employee form. So you will be creating it under the assert request form that you already have in the system. So you need to first navigate to the correct module and choose the right forms. So select the form name, again give a template name, and then you can write the message over here. So customizing this message is same as how you customize an email template. So you can write your message, you can use these merge fields to insert the dynamic values. So after customizing your message over here, you can click on Save. This is how you are going to customize your letter templates. And then finally what we have is called mail merge templates. So mail merge templates will also be used in cases where you want to generate a letter to your employees. Like for example, any type of letter, probation letters, appointment letters, increment letters, appraisal letters. Then what is the difference between a letter template and a mail merge template? So using mail merge template, you will be able to automate few functionalities. Like if you want to send this letter to an employee for them to digitally sign it, you can use it. You can achieve it through mail merge templates. Or whenever you're generating a letter, you want the date on which the letter is generated. And this date is going to be different depending upon on which date and to which employee you're triggering it. So these are all few advanced automations that you can do when you're using mail merge template, but not when you're using the letter template option. So you go to mail merge templates. So when creating a mail merge template, you do have two different options. The first option is you can click on add template, which is nothing but you're going to completely type the letter. So if you want to type a relieving letter, you're going to completely type the entire contents of the relieving letter. Or the best option would be import. So click on this drop down, go with import template, because when it comes to a letter, you will already have a sample soft copy of letter. So it may be relieving letter, it may be experience letter or appointment letters. Every organization has their own template. So what you can do is you can directly import the sample template over here instead of typing the entire contents. So you click on import template. So again, you will have to select the form name and then upload the document over here. So here the mentioned type of documents are listed over here along with the maximum size. So you can give a template name and you can write a document name. Document name is nothing but, so whenever you are sending this mail merge template, this letter to your employee, the document name will be listed. So for example, relieving letter or experience letter, for them to identify what type of letter is this. So when you're adding the document name, for example, let's say relieving letter. So I want the employee name over here. So, or example, the employee ID, so that it is easy for the employee to identify. Or if you are marking the HR person in CC, when your HR person looks into the email, it will be very easy for them to identify what is the document name. That is, using this document name, they can easily say to which employee this letter is being sent. So in order to insert these dynamic values, you can click on this plus option. So where all the dynamic values will be listed. So after entering this information, you can click on save. So the sample template is now available in the system. However, you need to edit this sample template because the template that you have uploaded in the system, it might be based out of one previous employee. So it has the employee information. So we need to make this sample template a generic, because whenever you are triggering this letter to your employees, it should capture that particular employee information. So if relieving letter is being sent to two different employees, system should generate two different copies of the relieving letter according to which employee we are going to trigger it. So after adding the letter into the system, so just click on the template name. So here you see the template that you have imported into the system. Click on this pencil icon to edit this template. So here we are going to replace all the dynamic values. We are going to start with the employee name. So every letter will have specific dynamic values depending upon what type of letter it is. So obviously first is going to be the employee name. So dear the employee name. So if it is a relieving letter, you need to mention the date of joining and date of exit. So depending upon the letter content, there will be many dynamic values that will be different to each and every employee. And we are going to replace all these dynamic values using merge fields. Just like when creating an email template, we add an option to merge the field values. We are going to do the same in this mail merge template. So we have dear, and next to dear, I want to have the employee name. So we are going to use the fields. So you can click on first name and space, and then you can use the field called last name. So the fields that are listed over here is based on the form that you have selected. So I have selected the form name as employee when importing this template so that all fields available in employee form are listed under the section manage fields, and this fields can be used as merge values when you're customizing your mail merge template. So in the same way here, I want to enter the date of joining. So I can search for date of joining. So you'll have to follow these steps to replace all the dynamic values available in your letter template. So for example, you want to add a specific value over here, the probation period. So here we have 180 days as a probation. And in your organization, probation period is going to be different for different employees. So what you need to do is, you need to first add a field in the employee form to capture the probation. And then that field can be used in your mail merge template. So if you don't find a particular field to be used in your mail merge template, then what we have to do is first customize the employee form with the relevant information and then create a mail merge template so that you can use the newly added field as a merge value. So this is how you are going to replace the dynamic. The next thing is how to insert a signature field. So if you are going to share this template with your employees for them to digitally sign it, how to add a placeholder on where they are going to sign it. So in order to add a signature field, you will have to navigate to the field section, and under fields, you have this option signer fields. Click on signer fields. So here we have multiple signers. So if it's going to be only one person who is going to sign this document, you need one signer. What if this document is going to be signed with more than one people? For example, the reporting manager and then the employee. So in that case, you'll be adding multiple signers. So you can use this add signer option, and then you can place it where the employee is going to sign it. So for example, here, I want the first signer to sign it, and then I want the second signer to sign it. So what we'll do is, so you'll place the cursor here, you will select signer A, and then click on this option called signature. So now the signature field is added over here. So in addition to getting signature, you can also insert the sign date, which is nothing but system will automatically capture the date when the employee is signing the document. Or you want them to give a text field, an open text value where the signer is going to write their own comments or remarks. So in that scenario, you can use a text field. So in the same way, you can do it for signer 2. So here I want signer 2 signature. So what I'll do is, I'll place the cursor here, but here I'll switch on to signer B, and then I'll click on the signature. So the color differentiation is between signer A and signer B, which is nothing but signer 1 and signer. So this is how you're going to insert the signer fields. The third option is about how to get dynamic date value. So here in the beginning of the document, you want system to generate the current date. That is, whenever you're generating this document to the employee, you want the system to automatically capture the current date. So how to do it? So when you go to the section fields, click on fields, you see the option here called date. So click on the domino. So you can use this option dynamic today's date, so that whenever the document is being triggered from the system, it will automatically capture the current date. So these are the things that you will be customizing in your letter template. So once you're done with this customization, you click on done. So now one mail merge template is added. So you're going to follow the same steps. If you have more than one mail merge template, to be added under this particular word. So we have discussed about 3 different templates: email templates, letter templates, and then mail merge templates. So these 3 templates cannot be used individually. So we are going to associate these templates with workflows or custom actions that we will be discussing in later part of our lesson. So this is about template customization in Zoho.